A big thanks to Masterbuilt for sponsoring this video.
I'm going to show you the biggest lifesaver you've ever seen. Let's make fresh bacon in 60 minutes. This is what bacon is made of. A fresh pork belly, which in my case comes from my own pigs, and that's going to make the best bacon you've ever had, as well as the fastest bacon you ever made. And if you don't know, homemade bacon is done with a 7-day curing process, which is a long time. But what if I told you there's a faster way to do it? Even as fast as 60 minutes. Well, this is a beautiful piece of pork belly, and you can still see where the ribs used to be. A beautiful piece of meat with dark red color. Now this cut is absolutely perfect to create bacon with. But before I'm going to start, I'm going to trim off the skin. And can you believe it when I'm going to tell you that this piece of meat is now ready to be transferred into bacon? I'll show you how. We're going to start by firing up the Masterbuilt smoker. The Masterbuilt is a gravity fed smoker, which means it takes charcoal. That's why we're going to use some charcoal. This is a 100% premium charcoal. It is perfect to be burned in the Masterbuilt. And this is the charcoal chute. Now, the trick is that you put charcoal in, and underneath here, there's going to be a fire, and that fire is going to burn slowly, which means that that premium lump charcoal is full with energy and it's going to burn off very slow, giving a real nice and graduate heat in our smoke chamber. But wait, there's more. I got a special trick lined up to make my bacon extra smoky, which is putting in 2 blocks of smokewood. In my case, I'm using beech, but that's going to give my pork belly an extra bit of smoke flavor. Once I got the charcoal in and lit it up, it's time to just hit the on button and then set the temperature to whatever I like. And in my case, I want to have this thing roll at a temperature of around 120 degrees Celsius. And this beautiful thing is just going to do its job. Look at the smoke, it's already starting. While the Masterbuilt is coming up to temperature, I'm already going to put in my pork belly. Just place it on the center of the grill grate, and then comes an important step, sliding in a thermometer. That is important because meat takes on smoke flavor until it hits a core temperature of 70 degrees Celsius. And that is all what bacon is about. In the good old days, they used to make bacon by smoking actual bacon. Nowadays, they just use salt with nitrate in it. It's a trick. It makes the bacon look pink, and it's the core ingredient that comes from smoke. So there you have it. Now you know what we're going to do. We're going to smoke this pork belly, put in the nitrate by smoking it, not waiting for 7 days. And since this is only done until 70 degrees Celsius, I want to know the temperature of my bacon. So when I know that when I exceed the 70 degrees Celsius with the bacon, it doesn't make sense to keep smoking any longer. So then I'm just gonna stop smoking, and I'll show you then what's gonna happen. It involves bacon. This is gonna be awesome. Let me show you a trick to get double smoked bacon. This is the rack that holds the charcoal, and this is the basket that the ashes fall into. Now if I add more smoke wood to this ash tray, then when the ash falls into this tray, it's going to start smoking too, creating a double amount of smoke. And the reason that I'm using a thermometer is because at 70 degrees Celsius, the meat stops taking on smoke flavor. Now all we gotta do is wait for our bacon to be smoked. It's been around 30 minutes and my bacon picked up a good amount of smoke color. It is now really red, just like the bacon is if you would get it with the nitrate salt. And that's exactly what I want. Let's take it off. Beautiful. Bacon, greasy, smoky, but it's not done yet. So I'm calling it bacon, but it's really not bacon yet, because bacon needs to be salty. But before we're gonna make it salty, we're gonna slice it fine into thin strips so that we can use it later on for cooking sessions. And look at that. From the first cut, we instantly got that smoke ring. That smoke flavor went into the bacon. All that red is nitrate. Time to turn smoked pork belly into bacon, because however good this may look, it will not taste like bacon unless you put salt on it. That's why I'm going to take some regular table salt and season the bacon heavily. And then just roll it in and make sure you get plenty of that salt on. Don't be shy, this is bacon we're talking about. There we go, nice and salty. Let me ask you, how do you know if your bacon is salty enough? There's just one way. Oh, that's ridiculous. It's already so good, and I haven't even baked it yet. The smoke flavor on this bacon is better than anything you buy in a supermarket. So we're now 40 minutes in, and this is already better than whatever you ever bought. You want a piece? What's better than bacon?
Nothing.
Dude, homemade bacon. It's a trick question. And now the last phase of the cook is putting the bacon in the pan. Yes, this is the most complex part of the whole story. As you can see, these are from homegrown pigs. That means they're not the big fat pigs that you get in the supermarket. This is a smaller pig, a gentle pig, but a very, very flavorful pig. So it might not look like the perfect bacon, but it still tastes like the perfect bacon. And even better, it tastes like a better than perfect bacon. And I like my bacon shallow fried in a pan at a low temperature. So the bacon really gets a chance to develop a crust, to render down that fat, and we're gonna end up with a pan of greasy bacon fat. And the best thing about all that bacon fat is to fry an egg in it. And of course, we need something to test this bacon on. So I'm making a BLT. Bacon, lettuce and tomato sandwich. Of course, starting with a bit of mayonnaise, some lettuce, some tomato, loads of bacon, and my fried egg on top. Now I have my fresh bacon, I got my crispy bacon, I got my BLT sandwich over here. And that means I'm good, I'm satisfied. Now if you're wondering, what are you going to do with this pile of bacon? I'm going to put it in a Ziploc bag, portion-wise, put it in my freezer, and every now and then, if I need bacon, I'm going to pull it out every now and then. Who am I kidding? That's going to be breakfast tomorrow morning. For now, I got this beautiful crunchy bacon and my BLT sandwich.